My dear friends, I wish to share the words of my heart with all of you who bear what is both the most beautiful and the heaviest responsibility in this world, parenthood. We cannot look away from the truth that none of us are perfect. I myself am no exception. Working in the alleys of Kolkata, among people suffering from hunger and disease, I often keenly feel my own powerlessness in the face of such immense suffering. What an enormous demand love places upon us. Parental love, perhaps, is the greatest of those demands. I wonder how many parents or future parents in this room are carrying the quiet but unbearable burden of wishing, if only I could be a better parent, or if only I could do enough. The perfect meal, the perfect education, the perfect environment. Looking at magazines, television, or the parents next door, we compare ourselves and end up judging ourselves too harshly. But today, I wish to lift that heavy burden from your shoulders. You absolutely do not need to be a perfect parent. Are you surprised? The image of the perfect parent that the world holds up as an ideal is an idol that drains us and leaves us exhausted. In the frantic pursuit of that idol, we risk losing sight of what is most essential. The one thing that will shine eternally in the depths of your children's souls, the compass for their lives, does not reside in the perfect environment you strive to create. It resides in a kind of time that is quieter, more ordinary, and yet, for that very reason, the most sacred. In the homes in Kolkata, I have seen many children. They were orphans or abandoned by their families, or perhaps children whose parents were present but who never truly received love. What they asked of me was not a life of luxury nor expensive toys. Their eyes sought a genuine yes to the single profound question: am I truly important to you? When my sisters and I lift up the sick, or the babies who have been discarded immediately after birth, there are moments when their small hands grasp my sorry. The grip of those hands is surprisingly strong, as if they are shouting, "I am here. Acknowledge my existence." In that moment, I know the truth. What we must give is not money, not material possessions, nor even a perfect educational plan. What we must give is the evidence of love that is not absent, a time of complete focus that says, "I am here, just for you." One day, I visited the home of a very poor family. The house was small, cluttered, and the mother was sweating from working all day. She was by no means a perfect parent. The children wore worn-out clothes, and their meals were simple, yet the room was filled with a warmth that words cannot describe. I turned my attention to the small daughter of the house. During the few minutes the mother sat down to rest, the daughter buried her face in her mother's lap. The mother, despite her exhaustion, stroked the small head, not speaking a word, simply being there. That sight struck me deeply. The perfect meal, the perfect room, the perfect schedule, none of it was there. But what existed was an unshakable conviction in the child's heart. My mother accepts all of me. For those few minutes, the mother's entire consciousness was directed entirely only to the existence of her daughter. The noise outside, the fatigue, the chores that needed doing, all of it paused, and what flowed between them was only the pure time of now. The one thing your child will never forget. It is not how hard you worked to buy expensive gifts, but the memory of the time when, no matter how tired or busy you were, Mommy, Daddy truly looked into my eyes when we were alone. It is the memory of time given with full attention of the heart. This does not mean you must spend all day, every day, with your child. No, we all carry our respective burdens: work, household duties, social obligations. But the mere 5 minutes or 10 minutes you spend with your child, you can make that time a sacred one, undisturbed by anything else. Put away your phone, release your worry about the next appointment, and just listen to your child. Hold their small hand and see yourself reflected in their eyes. Send the message through your quiet gaze and your warm palm. I am completely present here, right now, for you, the most important being in my world. A child's heart is like a small reservoir of light. In the imperfect routines of daily life, their light may sometimes dim. They may fail, they may be hurt, they may feel unloved. But the memory of that time of complete attention you gave them becomes the purest source that settles at the bottom of that reservoir. When they face difficulty and when they doubt their own worth, the certainty that springs from this source will sustain them. I am loved because in that moment, my mother/father saw nothing but me. They will know. This act of love requires no effort. It requires no special talent. It only requires you to choose to give of yourself. Children are not asking for your perfection or your success. They are asking for a pure piece of your presence to satisfy the fundamental hunger deep in their soul. The need to know, I am loved and I am seen. My dear friends, please forgive yourselves. You are wonderful human beings. You are the parents of precious children gifted to you by God. Instead of striving for perfection, choose, starting today, this very moment, to simply be there. Love is not a distant ideal. It is found right now in this small act before you. Show your tired face. Show your imperfect self. Reveal all of it. And just focus on your child. Each of those moments will become an eternal light illuminating their lives. The one thing your child will never forget. It is the memory of that sacred time when you gave them the unshakable conviction that your existence is the center of my world.